Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you here today. Pretty chill, relaxing day once we knocked out all of those early errands that we had to do. We hit Walmart, Target, we hit Costco. We went for an oil change. We went around the sun. Honestly, I can tell you at this point right now, I believe that we're a week and a half from the Wednesday that I leave to go to Vegas. Honestly, Wednesday, I'm going to go to work and leave from work to go to the airport. So pretty much Tuesday night is the last night I have to do anything to get ready. I think right now it is really setting in like, oh, shoot. We have to, really be ready for this. I opened up my suitcase. I threw my underwear in there. I threw my shorts in there. I kind of repacked everything a little bit in the bag. I think I'm pretty much close to 100% packed, ready to roll. I have everything all separated out and everything like that. I just have to charge some things that are going to go in my carry-on bag, and I think I'm good to go. But last night's SmackDown, we learned what the favor was. I honestly thought the favor was going to be stretched out until it was like a game day decision. Maybe the favor was something that we learned during the WrestleMania show. Maybe something that's like during the pre-show that's going on Peacock or something like that, where all of a sudden that kind of shifts what everybody thought was going down. But no, just pretty much casually, CM Punk threw it out there that his favor for wrestling during War Games with the Bloodline is that he wants Paul Heyman to walk him out and be in his corner during WrestleMania 41. Of course, that WrestleMania 41, CM Punk is wrestling a match against Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. I think it's going to be kind of weird. Are they going to have Heyman like come down to the ring, make one entrance with CM Punk, turn around, go to the back, and then make another entrance with Roman Reigns? Or is Roman going to have to come out separate? Honestly, when I think about this, the one thing more than anything else I think of is that Roman Reigns, the kind of jealousy that fuels his character as a heel, always thinking that somebody's trying to sneak up on him, or always thinking that somebody's trying to stab him in the back. Mainly because I don't think Roman Reigns believes anybody can attack him from the front. I think everybody has to go from behind because of how great of a competitor he really is. But in my opinion, I think as of right now, I think that Paul is going to be in the corner of CM Punk. I believe he is only going to make one entrance and stay in his corner. I think it's going to be kind of weird if it's only a one-night deal that, like, Heyman, like, shout instructions for CM Punk to beat Roman Reigns, and then, like, I was going to say, like, come SmackDown, but Roman doesn't ever, like, appear on SmackDown or wrestle on SmackDown. But let's just say the next match that he does, if it's, like, whatever the next pay-per-view is, and Roman wrestles there, is he going to be just cheering for Roman, being the wise man in his corner, trying to put him on the right path? Honestly, in my opinion, of Paul Heyman, I think mostly he leads Roman behind the scenes. I don't think he really shouts instructions or gives, his tips during the matches. I think he's just kind of there as a figurehead, just kind of looking out for his best interests in this whole deal. This match right here, really, I really wonder, what this match is about. Is it just about the hatred of these three guys that don't get along that well? Is there something like that comes out of this? I was hoping for like some sort of a title shot. That's why on SmackDown, when they were all sitting down and they were going over the contract and Roman was saying it's all in there, don't worry. Punk was looking for something, and Punk found out that his match was going to be the main event of the Saturday Night 1 show. I think honestly for CM Punk that's a really, really big deal. But I was hoping this was going to be a number one contender or a future title shot. This is a big match for Night 1's main event. For it not to be a title match, not to be a number one contenders match, You just gotta kind of wonder what they're doing this for. I think even though it's not said, whoever wins this match, I think has to come out of this and sort of be a number one contender. I wouldn't be surprised, especially with so many people saying that the main event of SummerSlam is going to be Roman Reigns versus CM Punk. That this match is going to build a bigger storyline that we're going to get a couple months down the road after WrestleMania. That it's going to build to something bigger than the WWF Championship. That wouldn't even be on there. I threw a WWF in there on accident. We're 30 years later, however many years later, they changed the name, and I still get that damn thing wrong. But, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, Seth Rollins wins this match one way or another. I think that he's kind of owed one. I don't think that Cody's going to come down there and help him. But for as much that, you know, Seth did for Cody, we've seen them in the ring. We've seen, you know, Seth point his finger at Cody and basically say he wouldn't be where he is if it wasn't for him laying his shield down last year at WrestleMania. But I wouldn't be surprised one way or another. You know, just Roman and Punk getting their own ways. Seth finds a way to come out on top. Maybe Seth goes the way of Cody Rhodes. That sets us up for CM Punk versus Roman Reigns. I'm all for it. I'm all for keeping this thing going as long as we can. But deep down, I want a Seth versus Roman match. Anyway, anytime, anyhow. I know that Roman doesn't wrestle that much, and it seems like they're keeping these guys separated. But that sounds damn fun. So the countdown is really on. The countdown has begun. We're around 15, 14 days from actual WrestleMania. So we're probably around 10 days or so from, you know, leaving to go on the trip. So round them up. It's time for Vegas. Let's roll.